14 past the hour, now to the latest on the investigation surrounding President Biden's son, Hunter. In a new court filing, Hunter Biden's attorneys told the court it was federal prosecutors who reneged on their plea agreement. That deal has been in jeopardy since a federal judge said last month that she would neither accept nor reject it until both sides addressed her concerns over the terms of the agreement. This filing comes days after Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed Delaware U.S. Attorney David Weiss, who has been investigating the younger Biden, as a special counsel. NBC News justice and intelligence correspondent Ken Dilanian joins us this morning. Ken, good morning. Do the comments Hunter Biden's attorneys make in this new filing suggest that the case could end up indeed going to trial?
Good morning, Jose. Absolutely, that's a possibility at this point. Not an inevitability, though. One of Hunter Biden's lawyers, Abbe Lowell, was on one of the Sunday shows and said that they still would like to craft a plea deal here, especially, I think, given the fact that we have evidence from some of these alleged whistleblowers who investigated the case that there are potential felony charges on the table for Hunter Biden if the Justice Department decides to bring the full weight here. Now, we don't know whether there are significant defenses to those charges, but it's possible that the Justice Department could come in with a much more significant set of charges, and that's the reason that there's an incentive for Hunter Biden and his lawyers to continue to try to cut a deal. But right now they're at an impasse. And in fact, Biden's lawyers argued in this latest filing that the diversion agreement that was on that separate charge of that he lied about his drug use while he bought a gun, they're arguing that that is legally binding, that both the prosecution and the defense signed that. I think the prosecutors have a different view of that, but this thing still remains a bone of contention, Jose.
And so the outstanding issue would be, according, I guess, to both sides, would be those two tax issues.
Yeah, that's right. And again, the offer was a plea to misdemeanor charges, which would carry no prison time. But the potential is for prosecutors to say, OK, now that you're not pleading, we're going to add a felony charge, which would be a significant escalation. And it's the reason people do plea deals. So I wouldn't rule out continuing negotiations on this. But right now, they say they are at an impasse, Jose.